What's up, Guru Gang? Welcome to the Inner Sanctum. I'm Yoda Guru. Come on in, sit, stay, relax, put your feet up, grab a couple snacks, have yourself out a cool beverage, your choice, your prerogative. My sanctum is your sanctum, and enjoy my reaction to episode number 16 of the hit sci-fi series Babylon 5. And the title of this episode is Eyes. Coming off from the last several episodes, they've been really good. It's still leading up to episode 20, Babylon Squared, in which it's one of those episodes I fondly remember as it hooked me. It's like one of the main episodes that hooked me to the series for season one, and then I was thoroughly invested from season two on, and especially Babylon Squared as it relates to a future episode when it comes to season three. So I'm not going to spoil anything for those that haven't seen it as of yet, but I'm looking forward to reacting to Babylon Squared episode 20. But before we do get into the reaction of this episode, we got to take care of some business. If you enjoyed any of my content, whether it be from my Inner Sanctum channel or YG Anime channel for all things anime, link right up there. Check that out. Help support both channels. Like I said, if you enjoyed either content for your channel, make sure hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell in order to be notified of any future videos being posted on either channel. And if you're watching this ahead of time, I tip my hat to you as you are a member of my early access on my Patreon. You're watching this reaction video before it's posted on my channel or any of my for either my channel for Inner Sanctum or when it comes to my YG Anime page for any of my anime that you have not seen as of yet, as it's posted in my Patreon. So that link for my Patreon, only $3. For along with my social media links on my 4 volumes, So Says the Guru, link to my Amazon KDP, working on volume 5. Check that out when it comes out eventually, and all those links located underneath this video in the description section. And with that said, let's get into episode number 16 of Babylon 5. The title of this, it's hard to say for some reason. The title of this episode for Babylon 5, Eyes. Alright, here we go. Garibaldi building a motorcycle or repairing one.
Open.
Oh, Lanier.
Will shortly be returning here. In light of the incident which occurred during her last visit to Babylon 5, Ambassador Delenn would like a full security detail assigned to her.
Give me her itinerary and I'll arrange it.
Thank you. What sort of machine is this?
What's an earth antique? Mint condition. Huh? The Kawasaki Ninja ZX11.
Kawasaki.
1990 inline 4, twin ram air induction, 6-speed gearbox, and 320mm front piston 4-piston calipers.
That went over his head.
Or it will be when I figure out how to put the damn thing together.
Well, it sounds most impressive. What exactly does it do?
What does it do?
You ride it.
You ride it.
Status of being cool.
A vehicle.
Oh, it's more than just a vehicle.
More than just a vehicle.
It's history.
History. That is an interest of mine.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I've been building this little piece of history for the last 5 years.
Side project. 5 years.
Given some time to study this manual, perhaps I could be of assistance.
Oh, there you go.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Go on, Lanier.
Garibaldi.
Mr. Garibaldi, please report to the briefing room.
On my way. Duty calls.
History calls.
There you go. That's Lanier's project.
What do you think?
Most of the personnel will be no
Uh-oh.
trouble.
That's not good.
This
Hey!
one, however,
I remember that guy.
Handle.
He'll be at
I
Pensacon
don't
this
make a
month.
decision.
He was on Deep Space Nine.
When do we begin?
As always, Mr. Gray, when the time is right.
Ooh, that's not good. That's ominous.
In the last year, independence movements have sprung up all over the colony, some even more radical than Free Mars. Earth Force is concerned that Babylon
protests
become a source of arms for these groups.
popping up.
So am I want all cargoes and flight logs thoroughly checked. Also watch for known arms dealers and smugglers and keep track of any recent arrivals from Mars colony.
So, how long have you been stationed here? Officer Welch?
Since B5 went online.
Doing his own investigation.
It beats the kick in the teeth. Do I know you?
Aaron Franks, Quartermaster Corporation. We're hoping to supply the station, and I'm trying to find out everything I can.
Well, I'm trying to eat my lunch. Station house, this is Lou Welch. Pass me through to Mr. Garibaldi.
Yeah, giving Garibaldi heads up.
Gasoline-powered motorcycle.
When they're learning about the Earth motorcycle.
The motorcycle was often seen as a symbol of independence.
He's a history buff, so we're gonna see Lanier ride on a motorcycle. I hope so. Garibaldi got his eye on the dude, asking questions about Sinclair.
Hey, Jack. Mr. Garibaldi.
The guy who was just talking to you, what did he want?
Said his name was Aaron Franks. He was asking questions about Commander Sinclair. Stop.
Thanks. I think we have a problem. Some guy named Aaron Franks has been asking a lot of odd questions all over the station.
What kind of questions?
About you, about the station.
Yeah, giving Sinclair the heads up.
According to their credentials, they're business agents representing Quartermaster Corporation. I checked, and as far as I can tell, they're legit.
Hume Corporation is an independent military supplier.
Well, they could have the perfect cover for arms smuggling. Lagrange 2 is a stone's throw from Mars colony.
Have a talk with Mr. Franks, but walk softly. The last thing we need is a corporate lawsuit.
Yeah, this dude tends to play the really creepy, soft-spoken guy.
I'd like to speak to Aaron Frank.
Open.
Mr. Gray,
Is there something I can help you with?
you and Mr. Franks are business agents for Quartermaster Corporation, is that correct?
Yeah.
Why haven't you spoken to Commander Sinclair? You've been here for 3 days.
Aaron, this is...
Mr. Garibaldi. Very good.
You're starting to irritate me, Mr. Franks. I don't like being irritated. It gives me
Suspicious, even that scar on his face.
It's Colonel Ari Benzane.
Colonel.
Your eyes?
I'm an internal investigator.
Internal investigator.
Is a military specialist from Psycho.
Ooh,
Special
Psychor.
investigation of Babylon 5 command staff.
Oh, that's not good.
We must know who is loyal to Earth Force.
As commander of Babylon 5, I personally vouch for the loyalty of every member of my staff, and I resent your task to snoop around the station without my knowledge.
I have every right, Commander.
Ooh.
My authority comes directly from the Joint Chiefs.
Throwing his authority around as a colonel.
What part does Psychor play in this routine? Regulations prohibit the use of telepaths in command-level investigation.
But a
Yeah.
new regulation...
Ivanova hates
Commander,
telepaths.
All staff must submit to telepathic scan as part of an official
Ooh.
investigation.
Yeah, Ivanova's not gonna like that.
Staff as well.
The hell I will.
Ho, 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 ho.
Psychor may be running the rest of the world, but I refuse
Ivanova, I'll check these new regulations. Colonel, great.
Trying to play nice for now.
Mr. Garibaldi will escort me.
Mr. Garibaldi has duties.
Not anymore.
Ho, ho.
I'm assigning him to my staff for the
What?
duration of this investigation.
Can he do that? I don't like him.
You may know. I need him to expedite this matter. I'll present you with an
He has
investigation.
ulterior motives with Garibaldi. I don't like him.
My God, if I ever find out who's behind this circus act.
I will not submit to a telepathic scan.
Yeah.
It's against my person and my principles.
I don't like it any better than you do. Return to duty. I won't let it happen. To either of us.
Gotta find a loophole.
I'll require all your security files regarding Babylon 5 staff, including classified and confidential files.
You'll have them in the morning.
Tonight, Mr. Garibaldi.
Ooh,
do it
demanding. There's an underlying issue here.
Mr. Garibaldi.
Miss Lanier? Something wrong with the security arrangements for Shawmayon's visit?
Oh, no, they're quite satisfactory.
Miss Lanier, I'm too busy for this right now.
Well, then perhaps I could begin the work for you. With Ambassador
do that.
off station, my duties are small, and it would be good to be of use.
Keep busy.
I must-
Okay, fine, I'll clear you for access to my quarters, but if you damage anything,
I assure you, I will exercise extreme caution.
Give the Lanier touch. Whatever that is.
Computer. This is Michael Garibaldi, Chief of Security.
Is he gonna investigate the
Convoy
colonel
Safety.
too?
Transfer all files pertaining to Earth Force military personnel stationed on Babylon 5 to Crystal Port. Include secure files. While that's working, load interweb program.
Parameters.
All info on Colonel Ari.
There you go.
Benzane, Earth Force internal
Investigating,
and
the colonel.
Psycho military specialist.
Acknowledged. Commencing interweb link.
There you go, that smirk. Oh, there he is.
Civilians are not allowed on the observation dome without authorization from Commander Sinclair. Please go. Mr. Gray, I'm very busy.
Lieutenant Commander, I'm aware of your hostility towards Psi-Corps and the reason for it. You
Don't
know,
press.
When I was a boy, I dreamed of being a combat
Don't
pilot.
agitate Ivanova.
Is there a point to the story, Mr. Gray?
He's going to insist that everyone be scanned. It's just easier if you accept it.
Ooh.
I give you my word.
You enter my mind for any reason, I will
Okay.
twist your head off and use it for a chamber pot.
Woo! You got that? Her mind is off limits.
These Vorlons have been trouble ever since they arrived. And yet Commander Sinclair made no protest against their actions in the Deathwalker affair. Odd, don't you think?
I suggest you ask him, sir.
I intend to, at 1200. Inform him, then get some sack time. I'll want you there, too.
He has ulterior motive, I know it. Something hidden agenda behind those eyes.
I've been up all night with Colonel Ben Hitler. He wants to interview you at 1200.
Good. The sooner we can get this lunacy disposed of, the quicker we can get back to doing our job.
Benzane's questioning everything that's happened in the past year, from Ragesh 3, Deathwalker, the Dockers,
Everything.
and Ironheart to the sabotage attempt during the president's visit.
Is this personal for him? I don't know.
Won't stop him. And what about Psi-Corps? Ironheart warned us about them pulling strings.
I'll deal with them, too.
Right, look. This time,
Heeding the words of Ironheart.
I'm checking a few sources to try and find some data on these two guys, just in case it does.
I appreciate it, Michael. We'll come through it all right.
The ace up their sleeve. Garibaldi doing his due diligence.
Mr. Garibaldi, I was just about to embark on the mysteries of the fuel injection system. Would you care to join me?
Embark on a journey to your quarters so I can get some sleep.
Please forgive me. My enthusiasm for this project has made me insensitive to your needs. When may I begin the work again?
He's eager to do the job.
Come back after 1200.
Domo arigato.
Not bad.
All right. Ooh. Ivanova. She's dreaming. Ooh.
Mama?
I think she's having a nightmare.
Will it make the voices go away?
No, but it will make them sing like birds, Sophie.
Mama, don't let them do it! Don't let them!
Don't interfere, soldier. The colonel
Ooh.
insists.
Only one way out. Only one way.
Psi-Corps clowns in her dream. Oh, it's her place now. She's in her mother's place. Yeah, nightmare.
Mama? My apologies, Commander. This matter can't wait.
What's this about?
I wish to resign my commission.
Ooh, Ivanova's quitting
I had a talk with Mr.
because of Psi-Corps.
I cannot allow that.
She doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be scanned.
Forget it. I refuse to accept your
Huh,
resignation.
not accepting his resignation.
Besides, I found a way to avoid the scans within the regulations.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looking out for his people. That's Sinclair.
Why are you so afraid of being scanned? Surely your mother must have made contact with your mind at one time or another.
Yes, she did. To share your own mother's love for you?
Special connection.
Feel it in your thoughts.
That she doesn't want to have that tainted.
No one's ever been that close to me,
Yeah.
Commander. And no one must ever intrude upon that memory. Especially Psi-Corps.
Doesn't want to have it tainted from like Psi-Corps.
Aren't you tired of studying that file?
Sinclair is a complex man. I need to know everything about him. Psi-Corps wants this as much as I. Sinclair got one of your people killed. Mr. Bester will appreciate anything you can do.
Bester?
Bester's involved. Alright, I knew it.
You did check the regulations, didn't you, Commander?
Thoroughly. They clearly state that telepathic scans are allowed only to determine the truth of specific charges.
There you go.
In an internal investigation. They are
He was
not meant as a
thorough.
blanket for loyalty checks.
He's pissed.
It requires a hearing before 5 senior officers.
Hmm.
Until such a hearing is held, I am within my rights
He
to
one-upped
use a
him.
scan on myself or on any member of my crew.
I believe that the commander is correct about the regulation. Even Psi-Corps doesn't consider it a carte blanche rule.
I don't remember asking for
Oh,
your opinion, Mr. Very well, Commander. We'll play your game for the moment. Hanneman, you're dismissed. Mr. Garibaldi, you will join me as an official witness to this hearing. We wouldn't want the commander to feel his rights were being violated.
Well, Ivanova, that's not gonna end well. Oh, leave her alone, dude.
You're very charming in an odd sort of way.
Creepy.
The fact is, I've been dismissed. It seems Commander Sinclair knows the regulations.
I'm curious. You're not like most Psy-Corps people. You don't seem overly fond of the Colonel.
I'm not. He's efficient.
Ooh.
But he lacks compassion. So, as for Psy-Corps,
Doesn't agree with
you
tactics.
Really know any, especially Miss Winters.
You're scanning.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. The thought of Miss Winters was very loud in your mind when I mentioned Psy-Corps. I couldn't help but pick it up.
Tread lightly, dude.
Unless, of course, she must have been in your mind numerous times before she was given to sleepers. Your mother.
You are never to discuss my mother. Ever.
Step off, dude.
Ivanova.
Lieutenant Commander, you're needed in the observation dome.
Just pissed her off. Oh, be careful, dude.
Sinclair.
Commander, we've had a further development on one of those arms deals.
This is Colonel Ben Zane. Commander Sinclair is in the middle of an investigation and cannot be dis-
I've had enough of this. Your
Oh, the look in his face.
insinuations are bad enough, but when you interfere with the operation of this station...
Sit down, Commander. You haven't been dismissed. Stand fast,
Oh, asserting his authority.
Plenty like you. Hot shots promoted up through the ranks without any real leadership ability. As of this moment, I'm relieving you of your command pending
Whoa,
a full inquiry
can't do
before
that?
the military tribunal.
What?
You heard me.
Stinks.
As of now, I'm in charge.
There's something personal with him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
He's trying to bait you.
yeah.
What's your justification?
It's arrested.
Beyond the fact that I'm working with direct authority of the Joint Chiefs, I
And
also-
Bester.
as I'm bringing specific charges,
What?
regulations on telepathic scan. We will reconvene here in 1 hour.
This man has an agenda, a personal agenda against Sinclair.
These are worse than I thought, Michael. I'll have to go directly to HQ, see if your sources have uncovered anything on Ben Zane. But first, get to the dome. Ivanova.
Lieutenant Commander, at 1500, Mr. Garibaldi will escort you to Blue 8 for a formal inquiry. Mr. Gray.
It's a very Russian ending.
And she wants to avoid being
Ask
scanned.
Major Tombe to take my post.
Am I wrong or are you leaving your post?
Yes, I am. I've always been proud to be a member of Earth Force, but right now I'd sooner serve in Minbari. At least I've got a sense of honor. You once offered to buy me a drink. If that offer still stands, I think I could use one.
He's a friend to talk to.
In the meantime, just stay cool, alright?
Well, that may just stay cool. Easier said than done.
If I intervene in this matter, it'll cost him dearly.
What? Are you serious?
These investigations have the backing of powerful
Yeah,
factions.
his hands are
Given the
tied.
situation on Mars and elsewhere, we agreed to go along with it. I'm sure you'll be completely exonerated of any charges brought against you.
Whew, hopefully.
I promise. I'll do all I can to help when the time is right.
They gotta tread lightly.
Another one. Hey, careful.
Ooh, I am hot. Take out the cute commander.
That's not a good idea.
Cute?
Oh, yeah. I picked up something on the interweb. It looks like you and Ben Zane have something in common.
What?
Now, you were both considered for command of Babylon 5.
That's it.
Now, he was in the top 10, but you were... You also have a mutual friend, Bester.
Bester.
The psychop?
Yep.
He assigned Gray to Ben Zane. He and the Colonel are buddies.
Maybe the Colonel is his way of getting revenge.
Garibaldi.
Chief, we have a problem in the casino. A big problem.
Yep, Ivanova.
Ivanova.
Yep.
Forgot all about it. I'm on my way.
Yep. That's didn't stay calm. Woo-hoo.
Are you gonna arrest me, Garibaldi?
No way. I want to live to see the future. That's what I'll talk with you.
Calm her down.
Commander.
Mr. Gray, Talia Winters says most telepaths like to feel the acoustics of a room before they perform a scan.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
It's a delicate thing.
That's probably why Mr. Bester assigned you to this job.
He knows about Bester.
I don't know him, at least not personally.
He and the Colonel are very good friends.
Yeah,
You're scanning the wrong people.
that's what he's doing. Gonna scan the Colonel. Planting that seed.
This interview will cite specific charges against Mr. Sinclair, and he and his staff will submit a telepathic scan to determine the validity of these charges.
Will you be scanning the Colonel as well?
Now what are you playing at?
You're the commander of Babylon 5.
There it goes.
It must have stuck in your craw when you were passed over for command of Babylon 5.
There you go.
Passed over for a hotshot without any real leadership ability.
Sinclair, I'm warning you.
Tap into that emotion.
Still respects honor.
All for the sake of your own ambition. By God, man, I'll have you before an execution squad for this.
Pour it on. Pour it on, Sinclair.
Garbage cans.
I got this. Leading people into battle.
He resents the fact that he got the that Sinclair got the position that for him over him.
But thanks to those damn Mimbari, you got it.
Yep. He's angry and resentful.
I'm commander of Babylon 5
He's
now.
tapping into something.
All your lies.
It's you who's lying.
Oh, there you go.
Your hatred in you is sick, deep, filthy.
My little.
Oh!
Stay where you are.
He's gone rogue.
It's over. It's over for you, Sinclair. You and these misfits you call soldiers. Trio of mutineers.
Colonel, pain.
Uh-oh. There you go.
I assume the investigation is concluded?
No, thanks to the Psychor. Hey, the bike's finished.
Behold,
Linear touch.
the ninja. What have you done?
Gave it the linear touch.
You're not pleased?
I said you could work on it a little, not finish it. I wanted to build it myself.
Yeah.
It was kind of a purpose in my life. Now it's done.
Yeah.
I have made a grievous error. Please forgive me.
Good intentions with Linear.
You did a beautiful job.
Impressed? Garibaldi's impressed.
You came up with some gas, too.
Gasoline is harmful to both living beings and the atmosphere. I have installed a Minbari power.
There you go.
Clean and efficient.
A fuel source.
Get out of here.
There you go.
Yes. Give me a hand with this, huh?
Whoop! Linear's gonna ride on the motorcycle. Get what I want.
Never thought I'd be grateful to a member of Psychor.
The Colonel overstepped his bounds, and psychiatric scans should confirm his mental state is unstable.
Sent to the asylum, the loony bin.
He's not the type to come too far out of the shadows, and there are bound to be some questions raised over this.
There they go.
It's good to have things back to normal.
That's back to normal. Yep. Alright. Alright, episode number 16 of Babylon 5. The title of this episode, Eyes. And, yeah, this episode was basically a personal agenda against the Colonel, against Sinclair. Basically, he was passed up for command of Babylon 5, and because the Minbari wanted Sinclair rather than a colonel or a warrior who fought and got a scar out of it, and that resentment festered within him for so long that once he rose up in the ranks, he used his rank as colonel and his association with Bester and the people in the higher ups of Earth Force, or to just basically cause just basically use his authority to for his own personal agenda. That's what I'm trying to say, and he could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Garibaldi doing his due diligence and finding out what's the real matter of the situation, and he did find out him being passed up for the command of Babylon 5, and Sinclair used that in order to plant the seed with Gray, and Gray tapping into the emotion of Zane, and then finding and then just tapping into the raw emotion, the anger, the resentment, and that was all up to Zane, the Colonel, ending up losing it and going rogue, and his anger got the better of him. His anger and resentment got the better of him to the point where he just snapped, and thanks to Gray, he was able to stop him, and by using his telekinetic powers of Psychor powers to distract him momentarily before Sinclair knocked him out. And before that, Gray's presence really that basically just unsettled Ivanova, because she didn't want Psycho or Gray tapping into her emotions, tapping into her head, because the one place that Ivanova was kept that connection with her mother untainted, and if Psycho gets into it, then it's no longer safe or protected, and that she was willing to risk her job because of it. But thanks to Sinclair for turning the tables against the Colonel, that everything is once again safe for not only her but everyone in Babylon 5, and Sinclair back in command. It got to the point where before that, just basically the Colonel took control by force, because he believed Sinclair was hiding something, and that resentment was pushing him to do so, and the fact that he was associated with Bester, and his resentment of losing one of his associates as well, when that situation with Ironheart and Talia Winters. So yeah, things are moving along, storyline wise, when it comes to figuring out what's going on, not only on Earth Force but with the Psychor as well, and the heeding the warnings of Ironheart, and what battles are going to ensue with Babylon 5, Sinclair, the Membari. So yeah, and hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode number 16, Eyes. Yeah, if you're watching this ahead of time, then you've accessed my early access before it's posted on my Inner Sanctum channel. $3 for my early access. That link, along with my social media links, along with my 4-volume So Says the Guru. Link to my Amazon KDP. Working on Volume 5. Check that out when it comes out eventually. And yeah. All those links located underneath this video description section. And if you enjoyed any of my content, whether it be my Inner Sanctum channel or YG Anime channel for all things anime, like right up there, check that. Help support both channels. Like I said, if you enjoyed either content or either channel, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell in order to be notified of any future videos being posted on either channel. And with that said, tip my hat to you. May the force be with you. Fist tap, high five, beyond the rim. Until next time for episode number 17 of the hit series Babylon 5, right? Later.